Hey guys, Kristen Collins, hope you're doing well. This week we're going to dive into a few tips and tools that we need to know before we make a major life change. We have been sitting in discomfort, had our whole world turned upside down for a couple of years now, and we're still searching for that calm, satiating happiness and abundance out there. And the goal of this connection is not looking outside of self for that satiation and wholeness. We've heard the saying, the grass isn't greener on the other side. And I'm here today to tell you that is super true. The grass may be greener in a different job or in a different partnership or in a different family or with different zeros in our bank account. But what we're actually really looking for is never going to be found out there. So the first fun fact that we need to really embrace and understand is that we've got to look within to find the health, the happiness, the abundance that we're searching for. It's never going to be found out there. And it's sitting in the now. It's sitting in the getting to know self. It's sitting in the present moment and knowing who we are and liking who we are. Then we'll start attracting the different job or the different opportunity or the different partner or the different house from a place of wholeness. How many times have you thought, if only I had whatever, that new car or that new spouse or that new job, only to then wake up a few days, months, weeks, years later and to be in the same rut, right? We keep escalating to find that satiation only to find out, and for me at least, it was more rapidly, it was kind of the higher I ascended in attaining and doing, right, the quicker I fell from that grace by going, well, okay, now what? Okay, now what? Right? That's that whole concept of being on vacation and planning your next vacation. I was never finding satiation in the vacation because I wasn't comfortable with who I am or what was inside of me. So before you make a major life change, the first thing you need to understand is you've got to really connect with who you are and be comfortable in your own skin and fall in love with yourself before you make a major life decision. Then what starts happening, the second step in this process, is you start showing up different. You energetically are vibrating different. You're thinking different. You're being different. You're calmer and you're more curious and you're less threatened and spun up. So you start attracting different things because you're energetically elevating, right? You're more positive energy and you start shifting away from, or negative energy starts shifting away from you because you're showing up different. Recently this week, when I was meditating, I sometimes use Insight Timer as a tool and I just scan it and pick, oh, that's vibing for me today. I'll check this one out. There was this great awareness that came through that the energy of ruminating about the past is actually in alignment with the energy of depression, right? I can't control that. It's already happened. I have regret. I have shame. I have hurt, right? And it vibrates similarly when we ruminate about the past with depression. Makes sense. When we can release the past and be in the now, right? Heal, let go, get rid of the baggage and be here now. On the flip side, when we're ruminating about a future that's not even here yet, that energetically is in alignment with being anxious. Makes sense, right? I've had some new anxieties that have shown up through COVID that I've never had before. And it's kind of weird because I've never had anxiety before. And now I'm like, wow, I am really worked up when I'm a passenger in a car. I have major anxiety and I'm trying to sit in that discomfort and be curious about it. And I'm like, all right, I guess if it's my time, it's my time. But it's just weird. I've never had anxiety before. And as I heard that quote this week, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm worried about what's about to happen. Now I'm still standing here, knock on wood, I haven't gotten in a car accident. So I'm worrying about something that's not even a thing. What a waste of energy. right? So by being here now and getting really in touch with the comfort, the satiation, the wholeness here now, then my energy rises and I start attracting the newness, the experiences that will now be in alignment with my energy. So I love that before you make a major life decision and a major move, right? Look within. Look within. Get comfortable with who you are and why you are. And then the last takeaway that I would love to share with you today is about the curiosity and the wonder about others. It sounds really easy to be like, okay, I'm just going to let it go and not worry about it, not ruminate about it. But everyone else is supposed to look and be different than you. We are all uniquely designed with our own individual purpose for being here. We don't have to control all that. We are not in charge of all that. We don't have the right for that. And to shift that lens of curiosity and compassion. And by the way, we may not ever understand what someone else is going through or why they're behaving the way they are or thinking the way they are. But when you are just sharing with them love and compassion and grace and being like, rock on, do your thing, right? That's just a freedom. So we don't have to change our living situation. We don't have to change our job. We don't have to change our environment. When we can be here now and be really, really comfortable, then change, then move, then get the divorce, then quit the job. But if you think that you're going to find your health, your happiness, and your abundance through the life change, and you're not actually in touch with who you are and why you are and in love with that person, you're just going to see it again and again until we learn this lesson. So I'd love to hear how this resonates for you. This upcoming month, we are diving into real love. What is love? And guys, the foundation of real love is knowing who you are and being comfortable with that and celebrating that and just oozing being comfortable and being self-love. So I'm excited for this month. I'm excited to explore this with you, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to explore this with you. Please keep your comments, your shares coming. Thank you for subscribing to this information. Thank you for sharing it with others, and thank you for fueling it. It's your ideas that spur each and every week what we're going to talk about, and I, for one, am eternally grateful. So until next time, please stay in touch and be love. Bye.